Welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are on Friday night, ready to do the Watchers Live. Got the crew here. Coriander, of course, the Queen, and our brother, Steven from Craven Something Scary.
Hey guys, great to be back in the party.
Yes,
Yeah.
man. Absolutely. We've been hyped up for this, to have you back
Mhm.
on with us and hanging out
Me,
and doing this. And yeah, man, it's
me
awesome.
too. Thanks,
Yeah.
guys. Great to
Hey.
see y'all's faces. Beautiful faces. Love it.
Yeah, we're glad to
Love
have
it.
you back.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Sarah.
Yes,
Oh, it
indeed.
feels good. It feels so good.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And hi to the
Sweet.
chat. Just real quick, I'll just do a blanket hello to the chat. Miss you guys.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Yeah,
And more to
man.
come on that at another time. But I'm back, guys. Thanks for your support. Love you guys.
Absolutely, man. And we're just happy, man. We're just happy. And when you said that, hey, I'm gonna be there on Friday night, we're like, all right, we
Yeah.
we we were just like, it was like ramping up more and more and more, like when we were talking on the phone the other day, and I said, man, I'm just wrapping my head around this because I really wanted it to be something special. And I do think this
Mhm.
is going to be a special, fun stream tonight for us as well as you guys in the chat. And like Steven said, a blanket hello to all you guys. We see you guys. Thanks for hanging out and waiting on us. And we're going to have some fun tonight talking horror and, maybe some other surprises. Maybe some other surprises. What's up, Val? Val's in the house, the general.
Hey.
Yes, yes, yes. We got Jen in the house too. Good to have you here, Jen. Very cool. Danielle, what's up, Danielle? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. We got Jean. Jean's in the chat. Good to have you here, Jean. Saying hello, everyone. All right. Hope you're doing well. We got Jason Dyer in the house. All right. Well, Jason, we'll see. We'll see how it goes tonight. I've got some tricks. I got some tricks. We'll see how it goes. Ben's in the house. What's up? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, brother. Let's see who else. If I miss anyone, definitely hello, hello, hello. But we got a whole bunch of comments in here. Looking great. David, what's up? Good to see you. Saying I'm ready. What's up? Okay, well we're ready too. Very cool to have you here. We got Jason. Jason's coming in with a super chat. Thank you so much, Jason. And we
Aw.
all love you, Craven. Yes, we do. We
Thank you,
absolutely
guys.
do. No
Thanks,
doubt about
Jason
it.
and Knight, Coriander, Sarah, everybody who's given me any thought over these last 5 weeks. I really appreciate it. And
Yeah.
I love you guys too. You have no idea how
Yeah.
good it feels to be back, man. Because it was like I was like in Egypt in the desert for 5 weeks.
Egypt. Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
And I've
well,
never even been to Egypt, but I imagine that's what it felt like.
well, welcome back to the States, brother.
Thank you. Yes, I'm back.
That was good. Uh, Neil, what's up? Good to have you here, brother. Neil from Neon Black Reviews himself. Gonna be interesting to
Yeah.
see what Neil thinks about this too. So, what we're gonna do tonight, guys, we calling this our villain stream, and what we are planning to do is we're going to have basically a multi-stream series where we're basically paying respect to various and hopefully many, 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 many horror villains through the decades of horror movies, the history of horror movies, I should say. And what we're going to be doing is also giving them a numerical score and seeing where they line up with each other. And we've got tons of them. We're going to be spinning the wheel. It's going to be a random pick. We won't know, including myself, we won't know who we pick for the villain, and then we're going to basically grade that villain based on multiple categories. Okay. And just to kind of go through it real quick, we're going to be grading them with a franchise score. And this is all 1 to 10, 10 being the highest. We're going to rank their franchise, giving them a score of 1 to 10. We're also going to rank them on scare factor. We're also going to rank their best film, in our opinion. Okay. Once we have those scores, we're going to give the average to that villain, and that's how they're going to be ranked. For you guys in the chat, as always, we definitely encourage you guys to let us know what you think, what score you would give to these villains and so forth. We'd love to see that. We won't get to everyone's comment though, but if you send in a super chat, there's a couple things that can happen. Number one, if you send in a super chat, you can name a villain that you want to have scored. Could be a villain that's not on our list. It might be, it may not, but we'll make sure to get to it tonight and we will give that villain a ranking. And you also, your ranking will also go into their average. Okay. And that's by super chat. Next thing, we will have prize giveaways. And for every super chat, you will get an entry. But that's not all, because our good friend Steven is back with us, and we want to make sure that his channel is going to be operating on all cylinders and so forth. So, Steven, and I'll let you explain it in a second, but Steven has how should we word it? Reignited your Patreon.
Yes, I blew it apart and rebuilt it from the
Yeah.
foundation.
Reignited it. So if
Yeah.
if you become a Patreon member for Steven, and we're going to put that in the live chat as well, you will get 5 entries into the
Wow.
prize giveaways.
Wow.
And we have 3 giveaways at this moment. So that will
Man.
also be part of it.
Thank you so much, guys. That's so generous of you to
Oh,
try and help me rebuild what's been torn down by YouTube, and I really appreciate your help, man. That's awesome. Thank you.
absolutely, man. No, hey, it's what we do, right?
It's what we
It's
do.
both. It's both.
It's yeah.
know,
Well, we've
but-
been down that road too.
Yes,
Yeah.
you have.
Yeah. So we know exactly what
Yep.
it's all about. Also for you guys that are here, we also have horror cards that we have together, and we're going to be continuing this on Steven's channel next week. So it's going to be a multi stream event pretty much. But we also have horror cards that if you send in a $5 super chat, you can get a horror card for your villain of choice. And I'll already have some that are pre-made. So I'll just bring these up just to show a few of these to you guys. This is just to give you guys a little bit of a sense of them. And so we've got a couple different ones from Scream, obviously Halloween, Phantasm, Abigail.
Nice.
There's Annabelle, of course, Freddy, and there's tons more. But they're cards that you can have. They're digital. You can use them on your computer. You can put them on your phone. You can print them and so forth and collect them and so forth. So we've got a bunch of those as well. For each of those, you also get entries into the prize drawings as well. And here's just a little reminder here. And we'll have this card up several times, I'm sure, that we'll have some folks that are going to be jumping in and out of the stream. So, all right. Very cool stuff, man. For you guys in the chat. Yeah, this should be a lot of fun. Just to catch up in the chat, I know that we got Rachel. Hey, Rachel. We got Ginger Ninja. Good to see you guys. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. And Jason coming in with another super chat. The tall man. It's so amazing to see, Craven. It is.
Aw,
It really
thank
is.
you, guys.
It is.
It's very
Thank you
sweet.
so much, man. We appreciate that. We appreciate you being so kind like that, Jason. And Rachel saying, Coriander, I'm loving the beanie and your earrings. There you go.
Thank you.
That's the great. I love that beanie too.
Yeah. It's very pretty. It is. Okay,
Love
guys.
Jason.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. Exactly. That's how it is, right?
You gotta bling them up once in a while, you know. So.
You do. You really do. There's no doubt about it. No doubt
Yep.
at all. Okay. All right. So let's get this party started here. We're going to be bringing up the wheel, and hopefully we'll be having our good friend JT joining us in a little bit. But while we're waiting on him, we're going to get going real quick. All right. Okay, so here's our wheel, and we're basically just going to go right down the line. Sarah, you're going to be the first person that we're going to spin for. So again, we're going to spin the wheel. It's going to pick the villain for us, and we're going to have Sarah give the scores between franchise score, scare factor, and her favorite movie score. Okay. And then for Stephen and Coriander and myself, we're also going to give one score for scare factor. And scare factor is basically overall what we think of them as a villain and whatever you want to give them as a score between 1 to 10. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Sarah, you ready?
I am. I'm excited. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, we're not gonna know
Yeah.
what villain is being picked. And whoa, we gotta knock at the door. All right, this was great
Perfect
timing.
time.
There we go. All right, let's bring him on as our good friend JT.
JT.
What's up, everybody?
Hey,
Perfect
What's up, man?
timing.
On my
Full
laptop.
crew.
we are back intact.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
group.
man. Everything was like just glitchy moving and everything. I'm like, what the hell is wrong? And then I
I've had
realized I
that
had the wrong
happen too.
thing hooked up. And
Yeah.
updates, and updates.
Yeah. I know what you mean, man. I've been down that road.
I like your
Many
background.
Thank you. I still need to paint it.
I like the purples and man.
Very cool. Yeah, it's stylish, man.
Yeah.
Stylish.
Good.
Yeah, the gang's all here, Val. It's really cool. We're really excited. All right, so let's spin this wheel and let's see what we get for Sarah. Sarah's going to be going first. Okay, Sarah, here we go. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. Spinning. Oh my God, are you serious?
Oh, yes.
What?
Whoa, man. what
No,
way
wait
to
a minute.
start.
This shit's rigged.
Let me just say something.
What the hell?
What a time to be alive.
Listen. I've got 50 villains on this wheel, and of all the villains, she gets Ghostface.
Meant to be.
Wow.
I love it.
Oh
Love it.
my goodness, that is too funny.
That's crazy.
Okay. It is very crazy. Okay, Sarah, let me put this down here. All right, so we got Ghostface. Okay, what would you say is your score between 1 to 10 for the franchise? What would you give the franchise score?
So for me personally, the last two movies really brought it down. So we kind of have to average that in. So I would say as a franchise, it's like an 8 out of 10.
Ooh, wow. Okay, we got an 8. Okay, so for Ghostface as a villain, what will we give for scare factor?
I love the man / woman / all the people who've played Ghostface. But like, he's a little goofy, right? He's not like the scariest villain. And it's hard because so many people have played him. Some were scary. Some were falling over all the time. So again, you kind of have to average that out. So I would say scare factor, Ghostface is like a 7.
Okay. Wow. Okay. All right. Okay. And for your favorite movie in the franchise, what would you give that score? What movie is it, and what would you give that score?
It's the original, and it's a 10 out of 10. I cannot fault that movie at all. I think it's perfect.
Okay. All right. So now this is what we're going to do. We're going to go one by one and give scare factor, for me, Stephen, Coriander, and JT. I'll start off first. So for scare factor, I would give Ghostface a 5. I would go with a 5. Okay. Steven, how about you?
Well, let me just tell you, being in a place where it gets pretty quiet at night, not a lot of people around. Let me just tell you, if I looked up and I saw that dadgum costume in the hall
Mm-hmm.
walking towards my room, that's scary.
Mhm.
But obviously, we're talking about the movies.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
so scare factor, and Sarah brings up a good point. You've got, you've got Ghostface at different ages. You got 17-year-old Ghostfaces. You
That's
got
right.
20-somethings. You've got 40-somethings. You've got, I mean, it all really varies. It's very
Mhm.
different. But for me, thinking of the costume, the knife, the unknown identity, like a Lee Waddell Ghostface, Max
Mhm.
Lafayette Ghostface in 6, with the tactical age, dude, that's terrifying. So I'm gonna just kind of throw it all together, and I'm gonna give Ghostface Fear Factor an 8.
Ooh. Wow.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
All right. Coriander, how about you? What would you give scare factor for Ghostface?
You know, I'm gonna say a 4. I don't think Ghostface is super scary.
Okay. All right. JT, how about you? What are we gonna give Ghostface?
Well, the scare attack. I mean, the first one was probably scary because it was the first time we ever saw him and we didn't expect it. And after
Mhm.
that, it was always the jump scares. You kind of expected them. But the
Mhm.
first one was probably like when you seen him turn around, you're like, "Oh shit!" Yeah.
Mhm.
So I give him a 6. I give him a 6.
All right. We will give a 6. Okay. All right. And let me also, I'm gonna put this up because I have it written down too, so that we can hopefully keep track of that as well. And Sarah, just hold on one second because I want to make sure I've got everything written down correctly for you. So we have, for the franchise score, Sarah gave an 8. For the scare factor, we got a 7. And for a favorite film, which was the original, we got a 10.
Mhm.
For scare factor, I gave a 5. Steven gave an 8. Coriander gave a 4. And JT gave a 6. Okay. All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. Now, for you guys in the chat, and I see a whole bunch of numbers flying in. Neil says, I give it a 4. I ain't scared of no ghost face. Oh, man. That's great, man. That's awesome. As soon as I said that, I was like, oh, my gosh. Jason says it's 10 across the board. Really?
Hey,
Now that
I
would mean
respect it.
now let me explain this. So that would mean that every film is perfect for a franchise score.
Mm,
That's what that would mean.
true.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if
Radio
Ghostface is a
silence took
10,
care of that.
Yeah.
well
Sorry.
that's true too. If Ghostface is a 10 for scare factor, what would the tall man be? The tall man's an alien, an extra dimensional alien. So just keep that in mind. There you go. There you go. So we're doing this with the averages because this should make it very interesting. I think as far as what the final scores will be. So that's what I think. But yeah. All right. Let's go to our next spin of the wheel. Okay, Steven, you're up next, brother.
Okay.
All
I'll
right,
take
you ready?
Ghostface 2.0.
There you go. All right, here we go, man. Ooh, ooh.
Wow.
Pinhead.
Man. Wow. Right.
Ooh.
Wow. I hadn't said
That's
that in a long
interesting.
time.
It is interesting, isn't it? Okay, so
Mhm.
Steven, what do you think Pinhead should get for a franchise score?
Oh. Well, um, dude, I'm sorry, but the original has got some teeth on it, for sure for me.
Mhm.
But if we're talking about overall ranking, man, I can't give. I'm sorry, guys, I can't give it more than a 5.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That you know what? I definitely can
I don't apologize.
agree with that. Yeah, because there
Yeah.
was some
Yeah.
after 4, man. I've been vocal on this
Mhm.
channel. It jumped
Yeah.
off a cliff when you
Yeah.
have Pinhead in space. What the hell is? All right, don't get me going.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
Yeah.
that's Jason's territory.
That's
I didn't
right.
even make it that far.
You didn't miss anything, Sarah. You didn't miss anything
Yeah,
at all.
after 4, they should be the one apologizing to us.
There you go.
Pretty much.
All right. So
Oh.
now, okay. So now this is where we're going to get interesting. For scare factor, Steven, what would you
Mm.
give Pinhead on a scale of 1 to 10?
Okay, he freaks me out. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Mhm.
It freaks me out, right? So for scare factor for Pinhead, um, with the whole supernatural, you got all that. You just got all that going on. I'd probably give him a 9.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
it's pretty
We're going-
friggin' creepy.
Yeah, I agree. All right. And out of the franchise,
Mhm.
either a favorite movie or a movie of your choice, and what would you give the score of that movie from 1 to 10?
Got to be the first one for me.
Oh, yeah.
And 1 out of 10, I would give that one. You know, for what it was a very effective movie. I would give it an 8.
Ooh, okay. All
Yeah,
right.
for the original, just the original.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I hear exactly what you're saying, man. There's no doubt about that. Okay, so I'll go next. And for scare factor, yeah, he's pretty scary, man. I think I also would go with a 9,
Hmm.
just like you did, man. I think I'll go with a 9
Yeah.
as well. Because yeah, he's pretty darn scary, no doubt about that. Okay, Sarah, how about you?
Yeah, I'll go with a 9 because what are the other things? The Cenobites?
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
think they're scarier than Pinhead. So
Okay.
Hmm.
yeah, I give him a 9.
Okay, we're gonna go with a 9. Okay, Coriander, how about you?
I'm gonna say about an 8.
Okay. All right. JT, how about you?
Yeah, definitely a 9, especially in the third one. He really turned it up,
Yeah.
with the whole church scene and everything. So, yeah, I think a strong 9 is good for him.
Okay. All right. Okay, so we've got Pinhead and we've got the scores up there. Steven picked Pinhead, or I should say it landed on Pinhead for Steven. We had a score of 5 for the franchise, 9 for the scare factor, and also an 8 for the original film. And then for me, I gave a 9 for scare factor. Sarah gave a 9, Coriander gave an 8, and JT gave a 9. Okay. Wow, look at those numbers.
Wow.
So you guys see where I'm going with this then, right?
Yeah.
If you see
Yep.
those numbers, okay. All right. Okay, let's in the chat. And Val, thank you so much. I was just about to mention that. We've got the link for Steven's Patreon, Val being so kind to put it up there. If you'd like to continue to support Steven's channel, while the memberships are down, please consider becoming a Patreon member. That is the link. If you become a member here tonight, and Steven's got his ability to see there as well, and please let us know if you do. But if you choose to do that, then you will get multiple entries into our giveaways, and we've got 5 entries that you would get. 5 entries that you would get, and as we all know, entries are good. Entries are very,
Yes.
very good. They are. So thank you
Awesome.
so much for putting that up, Val. We really appreciate that.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, on Steven's stream next week, we'll be continuing this as well. So, okay, cool. Back to the chat. Let's see. And Rachel agrees with you, Sarah. There you go.
Yay.
Jason saying with a super chat, thank you so much. Phantasm, you cannot put a number for greatness. Well, we might be putting a number tonight. We might be doing that. We might be doing
That's if it lands on me.
Never land on me.
That's right. That is right. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Okay. All right. Let's go back to our wheel and then see what we are going to get next for our spin. I'm really curious, man. Sarah, I still can't believe you got Ghostface. This is
Right off
crazy.
the gate, first spin.
Right off,
I know.
man. So crazy, man. I can't believe it. Okay. All right. Let's get ready to do this. So, Coriander, you're going to be up next. We're going to spin for you. All right. Here we go.
Blair Witch. Blair Witch. Blair
Oh,
Witch.
Jesus.
Don't play, man. It's on there too,
Yeah.
man.
No. Are you serious?
It is. Of course it's on there.
Oh.
Norman.
Oh, that's a good
Norman
one.
Bates. Okay. Very
Wow.
cool, man. All right. So, Coriander, for
Yeah.
the Psycho franchise, what do you
Mhm.
want to give for a score between 1 and 10?
I'm going to give that a 9.
A 9. All right. Highest score
I
so
liked
far
them
for
all.
franchise. All right. Scare factor for Norman Bates.
I don't know. 5.
Okay, we got a 5. And for your favorite movie in the franchise, and what would that score be between 1 and 10?
Obviously the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I'd have to give it a 10.
Okay, a
Yeah.
10. Woohoo! All right, we got another 10 in there. Okay, for me, scare factor for Norman, yeah, I'll go a 5 as well. I'll go a 5 as well for Norman. How about you, Sarah?
Scare factor on Norman.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like
And
a
and of course
4.
we're basing it on the movies, how he was portrayed, kind of you didn't know what he was capable of and he was crazy, that type of thing.
Yeah, like to me that's more like creepy. Like he's so creepy, but
Mhm.
like scary. I with no proof to back this up, genuinely feel in my soul that I could take him. So for me, that makes him like a 4.
Okay, all right, we're going with a 4. I
He's
love the way
he's a small man.
He is a
Yeah.
small
He
man.
could get tossed.
Yeah.
Definitely.
but he killed a lot of people though. He killed a lot of
Yeah.
people.
Element of
Tons of
But they were
surprise.
like either, showering or
Well,
shitting on
now
the toilet or
Now
something.
let me also say this too. It's not like we're having a boxing match where he's in front of you and he's about to kill you. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Right.
obviously, you know what I'm saying? Because for most of these villains, you could just run away. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Mhm.
it's basically how they're perceived in their movies is how we want to
Yep.
look at it. Okay. All
That's
right.
true.
Steven, how about you? What are we going to do for scare factor for Norman?
Man, I am a huge Psycho fan. Love Norman Bates, even the series,
Mhm.
all of it. But I think for scare factor, I think, I mean, listen, I don't want to be in the room with the guy. Let me tell you that. But that's for sure. But I'm gonna go with a 5 too. I think that's about right for me.
Okay. All right. Coriander, how about you?
What did we?
We're talking scare factor for Norman
Okay,
on a scale
scare
of 1 to
factor.
10.
I'm gonna say a 4.
Okay. All right. JT, how about you?
Yeah, creepy and scary. I mean, I think that's Diddy's new biopic, but
Wow.
Wow.
yeah, I went there. Yeah,
Yeah.
5. I think that's a good number for Norman
Okay.
Oh.
All
and
right.
Diddy.
Jeez.
Also, hey, Peter Anthony.
Hey, what's going on, Peter? Good to
Hey.
see you, man. Hope you're doing well.
Hi.
All right.
And if
Very
no
cool.
one's seen Psycho 2, let me just say, you need to watch it after the stream ends
I
tonight.
almost like it better than the first one. So
Yeah.
I can watch 2 more than
Yeah.
the first one.
It rivals. Like, I think you're right, man.
Two's not
It
good
really
for my
does.
blood pressure.
Frustrating.
Tell
mean,
tell
I'm
him
not-
why.
Those
Tell him
ladies.
why, Coriander.
Because those bitches,
Oh,
they mess with,
She always
they
says that.
mess with Norman, and I
know.
can't stand them. They piss me off.
It's like
Fucking piss me off.
deconstructing.
Excuse my French, but
Yeah.
I am half French, so
I mean, it's to see deconstructing his progress was sad. I felt bad for him.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you get no,
It's
I wouldn't
true.
spoil it, but it's true.
Mhm.
But it's a great sequel. What a good movie.
Agreed. Okay. All right. So let me just jump into the chat real quick. I gotta catch up with you guys. Hey, we got Mary in the house. What's up, Mary? Good to see you. Saying, hey everyone, I missed all of you. Hope you are all doing good.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Nice. Same to you.
Yeah. Very, very cool. Hope you're doing well. And we got Russell in the house too. What's up, Russell?
Russell.
Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. All right. Let's get ready
Sicilian.
to. What?
Murphy, baby.
When I heard JT's list, I was like, it made me think of Sicilian Murphy.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, is he on the wheel, Knight? Did you put him
Oh,
on the
no.
wheel?
I'm not revealing anything because
I bet.
I
Dude.
want this to be
I hope he
fun.
lands on me because I'm gonna murk the dude.
I
What?
swear.
I hope he lets Sicilian lands on me. I'm gonna murk the dude. He's not gonna have good numbers.
Wow.
I'm gonna give him a B all
Dude,
the way across. B.
There you
I would
go.
do just about anything to see Sicilian Murphy land on JT.
Yeah.
I mean,
know.
I'd be willing to pay 2 cents out of my
Right?
pocket for that. Whatever,
Same. He's
I don't
trying to
even know what
curse
to
me
say.
with Blair Witch. Well, there you go.
Hey man, I'm just I'm just saying, man.
Oh man.
Okay. All right. So JT,
Come on. Wearing the Freddy shirt, new Freddy shirt. Laying on Freddy or Jason. One of the two.
Okay, well, you never know. Let's see what it lands on. It could be one of them. All right, here we go.
Laying on Slender Man or some shit.
You never know.
What's it gonna be?
Oh,
Oh,
Samara from The Ring.
oh, that's a good one.
Samara from The Ring.
All right.
Cool. All right. So JT, what do you want to give the franchise score for Samara of the Ring franchise?
I give it I'll give it a 7 because it was different.
Okay.
I think it's the only really supernatural movie that I was like, okay, that's not bad.
Okay.
Exactly.
Because I usually don't do supernatural movies. But that one's like, okay, so I'll give it a 7.
Okay. Cool. What about for scare factor on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'm gonna have to say 8 because coming out TV, that is pretty creepy, and especially if you see cosplayers do it now, like in real life. It's like that's scary as all hell.
Yeah.
So I'll give it an 8.
All right. And for your favorite movie of the Ring franchise, what would you give that score from 1 to 10?
Well, it'd probably be the American version. So I would give it a the original. I'd probably give it. I'd give it an 8. I'll give it an 8.
All right, you give it an 8. Okay. For me, for scare factor for Samara. I agree. You know, it's pretty creepy, man, coming out of the TV and all that. That was a great moment in that first film. I think I would also give Samara an 8 for scare factor. Sarah, how about you? What would you give Samara?
Yeah, I agree. It feels like an 8.
Okay. All right. Steven, how about you?
Solid 8. That movie jacked with my head for 2 weeks.
Okay. All right. Coriander, how about you?
So, this is the chick you said that comes out of the TV.
Yeah.
They got,
With the
they
dark
got out of the
hair.
well.
And it, like
You know.
snaps and
7
Water.
days.
Yeah, 7 days of videotape.
I'd say 6.
6?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All
Guys,
right.
come on. It's not that
Okay.
scary.
It creeped
Dude,
me out.
You die in 7 days.
yeah. And the thing is, like, when it came out,
Yeah.
you didn't expect it. And like I said, when you
Right.
crawls out of the TV, you're like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
And she's all nasty.
TV
and
people, you know? Poltergeist is just different. It's been done
What?
before.
I don't even know what to say to you.
What do you
Okay. All right. So let me jump here into the
Oh my
chat real
God.
quick.
You should know this.
What? Know what?
The, scare factor.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying in the context of the movie, though, like,
Yeah.
like put it this way, like Samara could be as scary as, I don't know, Victor Crawley,
What?
dude, she's a ghost.
Yeah.
She's supernatural. Victor is whatever.
He's just looking for his daddy.
He is, man.
Yeah, man. Aw.
Yeah.
Poor Victor.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
All right, moving on.
Yeah. I'm just saying. All right, Rachel is saying, first time I watched The Ring, I fell asleep on the sofa after, and one of my dickhead roommates put a blank VHS tape next to my head. So it was the first thing I saw waking up.
That's funny.
That is great. Oh my God.
Hey, Knight, I sent you a quick note. I know you got 30 screens open. This one, FYI.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna check that in a second. Thank you so much,
buddy.
man.
No worries.
And hey to Dan. Dan's in the chat too. Good to have you, Dan. Hope you're doing
Dan.
well. Okay, and just to catch everyone up too. So we're going through these villains. We're spinning the wheel, and we are giving scores to them. And Samara was our most recent one. We got the score of 7 for the franchise. We got a score of 8 for the scare factor and 8 for the favorite film by JT. And then we had scores of 8, 8, 8, and 6 from me, Sarah, Steven, and Coriander. And wow, when you look at it that way, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Pretty solid.
It's very solid. Let me bring it up. I've got it right here. And that way for you guys in the chat, if you're watching, you'll be able to see it as well. If you guys are listening, we'll definitely try to update you guys. But that's what we have so far.
Solid. It's not like a Beethoven song that goes up, down, up, down, up, down.
Right. Right.
This is a cool system, Knight. You really did a good job at this idea.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah.
But if you look at all of it, Samara is doing a little bit better than the rest of them. I mean, she's
consistent. Look at that.
Consistent. That's right. Now, what I also want to do is make sure, because Steven, I want to bring up what we got going on for you as well. We do have someone that has joined your Patreon, and it looks like it is our good buddy Neil from Neon Black Reviews.
Thank you,
Very
Neil.
cool. Neil, thank you for doing that. Seriously, we really appreciate it. And for you guys that are just joining in, what we're going to be doing, we do have giveaways that we're going to be doing as we continue this series. And because of that, Neil, you're going to get 5 entries into our giveaway because you became a member of Steven's Patreon tonight. Okay. So you're going to have 5 entries into the giveaway. Okay. So I just want to make sure I said that. Hopefully, you know, you'll be super excited for that because it's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
It
that's
really
awesome.
is. And
Thank you, Neil.
also, yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Neil. We really appreciate that. You know how we appreciate all the support, and you're beyond supportive of all of us here in the community, and it's really appreciated. It truly is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we also have Rachel's gifting memberships in the chat.
Nice.
Thank you so much, Rachel. We appreciate that so much. I'm not able to see who got those, Sarah. I don't know if you can.
I got it pulled
Pull
up,
up.
I think, Knight.
Yep.
Okay, if you could let us know who
There's,
Go
got
ahead,
those.
Sarah. Yeah, go ahead, Sarah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Russell Dorsey, Mary Robertson, DJ Plays Favorites, Anthony J, and our very own Coriander Loves Horror.
There it is. There it is.
You're a member again, Coriander.
You
How
made
did
it.
that happen? I wasn't even like.
You made it.
chat.
You
All
made
right.
it. Well, that's because
you.
you frequent the channel. Hey,
Back
look,
in the fold.
look at Neil said, good to see
Back in the
Coriander back in the
fold.
fold. There you go.
There, Neil knows.
Man.
Neil knows what's up, man.
He knows what's
Just
going
helping
on.
to keep the lights on.
Hey,
That's right.
look, there's a
Yeah.
reason that he's part of the inner circle, okay? I'm just
Absolutely.
saying.
Neil, let me just say this, guys.
It all
Neil
comes
is
back to you, babe.
It all comes back. And Neil is a cool dude.
He
He
is.
is an encyclopedia. Like, I'm almost intimidated to be on a stream with this guy. He has such knowledge of these movies. I'm like, dude. So Neil, I love you, man. You're awesome, bro.
Yes,
Seriously.
he is. He truly is, man. No doubt about that at all.
Yep.
Okay, all right. Mary saying, Coriander, you deserve that. You're such a beautiful person with a beautiful soul. Oh, that's
Mhm.
very sweet.
Thank you.
Yep. True.
Very, very sweet. Neil said, awesome. Every chance I can get. Haha. There you go.
That's right.
There you go. And also just to say, if you and I know I didn't have this card up when some of you guys came in, like Dan and so forth, but if you would like to get one of our horror cards, that also will give you multiple entries into the giveaway. And let me just bring those back up too, just so that you guys can check out some of those. We've got multiple ones that already have, but you can get your own for a villain. You can pick one. We've got tons of them from multiple franchises: Scream, obviously, Nightmare, Friday, Abigail, The
Love
Exorcist, Phantasm, Halloween, tons of them. So
Wow.
those are also, and it's just, like I said, we're doing this kind of as a multiple stream kind of celebration, and also be continuing on Steven's channel. So they're really cool. They're digital, easy to get, and you can put them on your computer. You can put them on your phone. You can print them off if you want. So they're really cool, and it will also get you entries into the giveaway. Oh, look at that!
Nice.
Oh,
Wow.
whoa. What's that? What's that?
Wow,
What's that?
that looks awesome.
Amazing.
That looks awesome.
Yeah,
Wow.
and that's going to be the giveaway that I've been working on because I got the preview. Here's the thing: he's standing on his house.
Yeah.
Okay, and behind it is the tombstone of Judith Myers. It
Get
is
out of here.
dope. It's
Wait
dope.
a
He did a
minute.
good job, man. He just released that last week. So when you messaged me, I'm like, I could do Jason, or it's like I can do Michael because I just sliced him, and I
There
know
you
Craven
go.
likes Michael.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Heck yeah.
Awesome.
Dude, that's awesome, JT. You're the man.
Sweet.
So you're back in the phone, Coriander. So you got chance.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
hell yeah. Could you imagine? Oh
yes.
my God.
Right. Absolutely.
That would be amazing. I'd be happy for you.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
I've got,
Yeah.
like I said, I got my Predator right over there. You can't see
Yeah.
it.
right.
It's
She
right
does.
there.
She really does. All
Love
right.
it.
So let's get going to our next one. I'll be spinning, so this will be pretty interesting. Let's see what it lands on.
This is for you, Night? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. Ooh, who's that? That's a long name.
Ooh,
Ooh, Megan.
Megan.
Cool.
Megan. Okay. All right. So this will be pretty easy because we have one film. I would give my first score would be, I really did enjoy the film. I thought it was pretty cool. I would give it an 8. I would give it an 8. Scare factor, and again, putting myself in the structure of the film itself, scare, she's pretty damn creepy. Okay, I want to say that, pretty damn creepy, but still, maybe not as scary as some of the others. So for scare factor, I would say 6. I would say 6.
Wow.
What, you think it should be higher?
No.
You think it should be
high.
lower?
No, I'm just saying that's high.
Hey, well, I'm saying if I'm in the situation where I'm in the house with her and I have no idea she's going to do what she does, and all of a sudden, boom, she switches on. That's kind of, that's like, wow. And of course, for my third category, it'll also be an 8 because she only has one movie. Okay. All right. So Sarah, what would you give scare factor for Megan?
I'd give her a 5.
Okay. All right. Steven, how about you?
Ooh, thinking about that, how she completely just took control of her stuff. I'd probably give her, I'm gonna go 6.
Okay. All right. Okay. Coriander, how about you?
I mean, she's a doll.
She is.
Pull her freaking battery or
dude, it wasn't that
something,
easy to do that.
So
Come on.
like I'm saying, I'm gonna be like, I want to say a 4.
Okay.
And that's a low 4.
Okay, a low 4. Okay. JT, how about you?
It was scary until I got to the dancing part, and then I was like, okay. Nope. So I a 5, and that's me being nice.
Okay. All right. Okay. Rachel's the animal like run she does towards the kid is pretty creepy. It is. She was gone, man. She wasn't the fastest slow walker at that point. She was moving.
It wasn't Dick Warlock in Halloween 2.
That was good, man. Steven. That was good, buddy. It wasn't Michael from Halloween 2, that's for sure. Because if it was, you could have gone to another country by the time they got 2 steps in.
Exactly. You'd still be walking now in 2024.
Right. Jen also saying Megan was pretty scary when she was running in the woods on all 4s. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, just pop in some pop music. She danced, and then you can get away.
Get her to dance. That's right.
One thing I got to say about Megan, though, guys, even with the dancing, which I kind of thought was kind of cool and creepy, weird. But
yeah,
she's a lot bigger the doll than Chucky.
Exactly.
She is, man. But I would not mess with Chucky because dude has issues for real. I mean, he's on a mission, and there's no dancing.
Possessed. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So it's like. That's why they want a versus movie, and I'm like, I don't know.
No.
If it was like remake Chucky because he's an android, whatever, that makes sense.
Oh gosh, laser eyes.
That's right. That is right. Okay, so far we've got for our villains Ghostface, Pinhead, Norman, Samara from The Ring, and Megan. And
it's a good lineup.
Yeah. It is. It really is. And we got Scott in the chat. Good to see you, Scott. Hope you're doing well. Actually, hope you feel better. Saying sick in bed with the flu the 3rd time this year. I got the flu. It's no fun being sick. It isn't it? No, it's not.
It's not.
So you're drinking plenty of fluids.
That's right.
Hot tea, like green tea and honey.
Yep. No doubt. Rachel giving us survival tips for Megan and Chucky, saying, I swear the smaller, the scarier. Like you'll see Megan coming, but Chucky is just going to run past and slash your ankles without you knowing. There you go.
I mean, Chucky's scary in Spanish.
Gosh.
Yeah, scary in Spanish.
You were talking about my super chat clip that I did not realize he was cursing in Spanish. I had no idea what was being said. Because you guys know I don't, I have a curse free channel for the most part. And,
that's right.
Unless there's a guest or something, but I did not know. I was just laughing at the clip because it was so funny. And then one of you guys said, "You realize he's cursing, don't you?" Like, no. Yeah. I deleted it right away.
There you go.
JT, I got to give him props for that. I'm sorry, Nat.
No, it's all right.
I just want to say props to JT for even remembering that. I only played that once on my channel. That's amazing.
The littlest things.
That's right.
Like the dumbest things I can remember. My kid's birthday, anniversary, not a chance. That, yeah.
Exactly.
There you go.
That was fun.
And Scott was saying that how are you doing today, Stephen? Missed talking to you on the live streams. Yeah, man.
Thank you, Scott. I'll keep it short. I am on the mend. Mm-hmm. I'm clawing my way back, and I'm coming back. So thank you. You will be seeing more of me. I posted 3 videos this week, which is considering my circumstances, I'm pretty happy about it. So
heck yeah.
But thank you, Scott. I appreciate you thinking of me, and it's great to be back with my amazing friends right here on the panel, who I've so dearly missed, and all of you in the chat that have been thinking about me and messaging me. I just want to say thank you all. A lot of you are here, and I appreciate you guys so much. You've touched me more than you know, and been in some very dark times these last few weeks, and I'm still coming out of the woods, but you guys have helped pull me out because we do life together. We do life together, and we mean it. It's not a catchy phrase,
right?
And y'all proved that we do life together, and how you've helped me by encouraging me, sending me a note here and there at the right time. It just came at the right time, and so I was like, "This is what." And I know you when we do it on Night's channel too. We do life together.
That's right,
and it's very real. So thank you guys. I love y'all. Thank you.
Absolutely, man.
Love you.
Good, man.
It was funny because Craven texted me when I was at work. It's like, I think it was like 2 a.m. I was like, who the hell is texting me?
That's me.
Anybody else, they would have got their ass ripped. Like, one, why you calling me to that? And then they'd be like, ain't you work? Yeah, I'm a boss right now.
Oh, no.
But I heard Dewey's theme. I'm like, wait a minute. It's like, it's Craven.
A surprise. You just never know. You just never know.
That's right. It's true. It's true. You never know.
And I've had phone calls till like 4 a.m.
And we have.
We've done that before. You just never know.
Yeah. You just never ever know. You never ever know. All right. So look, let's pull up our wheel here again.
This wheel.
Yeah, the wheel. That's right. That's right. And Sarah, you're up next. So let's. She got Ghostface on the first time. That was crazy.
Right?
We didn't even get like a build up. We didn't get like the build up to Ghostface. It's like just bam.
I know.
It kind of took me by surprise. I was like, I wasn't ready for this one right off the bat.
I know.
It was quick, man. It was quick. All right. So let's see what we get this time for you, Sarah. Who knows? All right. Here we go.
Jack Burton.
Could you imagine?
I'm not going to say anything. Ooh, boy. The Predator.
Oh, man. We're getting all the good ones. What?
Well,
shit.
She just
lucky.
Has the luck.
Luck.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. So, Sarah, what would you give for a franchise score for the Predator? And if you haven't seen all of the Predator films, that's okay. Just any that you have seen.
I think I have seen them all. I'm kind of going through my head now, especially with I want to call them the remakes, but like the requels and the reboots and like the Topher Grayson of it all. I think I have. So I would say it's like an 8.
Ooh, wow, okay.
I really like them.
That's cool. All right. What do you give the Predator for scare factor?
Like a 9. I would not want to be anywhere near this thing, like at all.
Okay. All right. I don't disagree with you on that. How about out of the franchise, your favorite film? What would that score be?
I really like 1 and 2.
Nice. See, 2 has to get more love. I'm
Yeah,
really
I agree.
I'm happy you said that.
But like I love Prey.
Prey's good too.
Yes.
Yeah.
We love Prey as well, right, Coriander?
Yes. Yep.
I would say it's probably the original because like the first time you see him is crazy. And I would give it a 9.
Okay. We got a 9. Sweet. Okay. For me, scare factor, yeah, I have to agree with you on that. I would definitely go a 9 as well because I mean he's an alien hunter who's designed to kill. Everything about the Predator is to kill.
Yeah.
You
That
know what I'm saying?
camouflage.
Yeah, and all of his tech and all that type of stuff. So I definitely would go with a 9 as well. Steven, how about you? What would you give the Predator for scare factor?
Oh, a 9.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
All right. Coriander, how about you?
Yeah. I agree with you guys. A 9.
Okay. All right. JT, how about you?
Yeah, definitely a 9. You know, I kind of feel bad for Arnold Schwarzenegger because like he looked at his skull and is like, man, this dude's ugly as all hell, and he just throws him off to the side and walks away. It's like, hey, he's like, no, dude, you're ugly. I don't want that.
And then like I kind of learned to love them in Alien versus Predator. So like I did feel like a little bad for them.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and they made the Predator the protagonist, you know, so it was kind of cool. No doubt. And hey, we got MAGA in the chat. What's going on? Good to see you. Gene said, I've never seen any of them.
What?
Ooh. Wow. You definitely got to check out that original. That's like 80s,
especially the first one.
80s goodness right there.
Yeah. Good cast. Funny.
Yeah. Amazing cast. Absolutely amazing cast. All right. Cool. So the Predator's got some really good ones. All right. Danielle saying not just that he will kill you, but it's how he will kill you. Yeah.
You just got to be ugly. I think you're fine. I think you got to messed up. Like, I'd break all my teeth. It's like, no. I don't know. Be swallowed. It's like, yes, I figured out as a weakness.
Right. Yep. Absolutely. All right. So let's go back to the wheel. And Steven, you're up next. Let's see who we got coming up next for you.
Tusk.
Oh, no.
Can you imagine?
Oh my God.
No.
Can you imagine?
Oh my gosh. Who's it going to be?
Ooh, Seth Brundle, the Fly himself.
Oh, the Fly. Oh my
Fly.
gosh. Man, dude.
Okay. So
it was such a powerful movie. I said I'm never watching it again, and I never have.
Wow.
It was so good. I don't want to watch it again. That's what. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
It was just Okay.
It makes sense. All right. So for the Fly, franchise score on 1 to 10, and if you've seen any of the other ones, obviously that counts, like the old school one with Vincent Price from back in the day and all that.
I haven't. I should. Yeah.
It was good, man. I remember seeing that as a little kid, and at my grandmother's house, and I really loved it. You know, and back then, you know, horror movies, especially monster movies or creature features, they just had there was a certain charm to those movies that came out in like the 50s and the 60s, you know what I mean? But obviously my big connection is to the 86 film from David Cronenberg with Jeff Goldblum. So
wow.
But But from whatever ones you have seen, what would you
Okay.
give the franchise score 1 through 10?
All right, based on 86, that's the one I'm going to base it on.
Mm-hmm.
Because I haven't seen the original. Shame on me. But oh my gosh, that movie. I mean, I consider it to be a creature feature masterpiece film,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to give it a 9.
Okay. We're going to go with a 9. Okay. Scare factor.
See, this is the thing. It's like he was scared. I mean, people around him were scared. It really wasn't scary. It was just sad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the scare factor is high. I think it's about now it'd be terrifying to become the thing, of course.
Right? Yeah, it'd be terrible. Or if he comes after you like he did Status at the end when he
Jumps on
vomited.
you and
That's a
melts
good
your
point.
hand and your
Yeah.
leg.
Oh,
And,
that's
More,
right.
I
The
think,
spitting.
growth than anything.
yeah.
You know, I forgot about that for a second. You know what? Okay, I'm going to bump it up. When he's fully the Fly, when we're talking about the Fly, right? So,
Yeah.
scare factor. If I saw that, and the people in that poor movie, I'll give it. I'll give it a 7. I'll go up.
All right, we're gonna go with a 7. Okay, and obviously, your favorite movie being the one that the 86 is the one that you saw. So we'll just do your 9 again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. For me, for scare factor, I would say I would give the Fly. I don't know, man. I give him an 8, man. I give him an 8. You know, because if he's coming after you, man, it's gonna be tough.
Ooh.
It's gonna be really tough.
Yeah, he can jump and
he can jump. He can.
Right, we'll be all right.
He's got the
climb on
strength.
walls.
That's right.
And
Yeah. All right, Sarah. How about you? What would you give the scare factor for the Fly?
So I really don't like body horror, and I find it a lot more gross than I do scary.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd probably give him like a 6.
Okay. All right. Okie dokie. So we.
I feel bad for him too. Like that's the
I
thing.
know.
you do, especially at the end.
Yeah, it's a tragic horror film.
Love
It really
story.
is.
It's a love story.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Dan saying the original Fly and Return of the Fly are really good. That is true. Neil also a fan of the original. Yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Watch it.
Yeah. Coriander, how about you? What do you want to do for scare factor for the Fly?
Yeah, I'd probably give it an 8. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And JT, how about you?
I'm on agree with Sarah. I was thinking the same thing. It's more gross than anything, and a 6. And you just get some raid, you'll be fine.
Get some raid.
It's gonna take a little more than raid.
He's a Fly.
Damn.
All right. So what are you gonna give him? A 6?
6.
Okay. He said get some raid. All right. We got. Jeez, let me write these down.
Oh man.
I never know what he's gonna say, man. All right. So we.
You know how much fly paper would cost that? No, cheaper. Just raid. Just bomb the place. Psst, sorry.
Yeah.
There you go.
You need to have one of those like electrified ones. It works with the battery, but it's like one of those little tennis. You know, things that you can zap them
because it's bright. It's like, don't go to the water.
Right?
Okay.
There you go. Very cool.
Man.
All right. So real quick, Coriander, before we get to you, just to also say, and Sarah, if you're able to put Steven's link in the chat, or Val, if you guys are here, and if we could do that every so often. So again, guys, for you guys just jumping in, binaural, what's up? Good to have you here. Saying what's up, Night Watch Gang.
Hey.
Good to have you here. All right. So just to just reiterate, for Steven has his Patreon that he has reignited. I guess that's the way we're gonna explain it. It's reignited, and
it feels so good.
Right?
That's right. New levels,
does.
new perks, everything.
Yeah. It's fresh. It's nice and fresh. And so if you do decide if you want it to help support his Patreon, which we would really appreciate, you will get multiple entries into our giveaway. You would get 5 entries into our giveaway for our prizes, one of which, and JT was showing that it is a Michael Myers. And JT, can we get a picture of that? Or maybe if you want to, maybe if you email it to me, or actually if you put it on your screen, I can make you bigger because that looks awesome.
I'll send it to the Instagram.
Okay. All right.
Because I got it saved on the computer.
Okay. But we have the Michael Myers statue, which looks absolutely awesome. So definitely, if you can help support Steven's Patreon, that'd be great. There's the link right there in the chat. And again, if you do sign up, and I think we've had Neil. So Neil already has 5 entries, which is absolutely awesome.
Nice.
Yes. Thank you, Neil, again.
And we really appreciate that. Also, if you send in a super chat, you also get an entry into the giveaway as well. So we have Jason with a couple. I think he's got 4. I've got him down for 4. And also Rachel gifting memberships. So you guys have an entry into the giveaway as well. And we appreciate all of your support for that. All right. Very, very cool. Okay. So let's go to our next spin of the wheel. Let me just bring our wheel back up here. Okay. All right. So Coriander, we're going to be spinning the wheel for you. And here we go.
Okay. Yeah.
The Headless Horseman.
Oh.
The Headless Horseman. Yeah, baby.
Is that the Johnny Depp one?
I don't even know.
Yeah, Johnny Depp. I think there was an.
I'm assuming.
Wasn't there one from the 70s that was the Headless Horseman movie? But yeah, the Johnny Depp film, that was the one that I really loved that a lot, man. That was really, really good. Okay.
Yeah, Sleepy Hollow. Yeah.
I had to literally run across my room to get him.
Oh,
you got it. Wow. That is so cool.
Nice.
That is really cool.
I love him.
Sarah, hold on. Let me hold on, Sarah. There we go. That is so cool, man.
Nice.
Where did you get that?
Michael's, like the craft store.
That's nice.
Really?
Nice.
I don't know if you guys have Michael's. It's the same as like Joann's Fabric. Like it's just a craft store that sells like holiday decor.
Yeah.
We got Steve.
Heavy. You know.
Nice.
Anyway,
I think that's awesome, Sarah.
I keep him out all year round. He just is like on the other side of the room. So I love him.
Love it.
Cool. That is very cool. I'm digging
I want one. I gotta get one.
Right?
Sometime.
Agreed.
Out over here.
That is cool. Very cool. All right. So Coriander, what do we want to give Headless Horseman for a franchise score?
Isn't that just one movie, right?
There's one movie that I can think of. I can't remember if there was an older one, but it's basically however many movies
that.
you've
I
seen.
was saying 8. Yeah, I'd say an 8.
Okay. All right, we're gonna go with an 8. How about scare factor?
A 4.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, man.
All right, man. All right. And obviously that's the only film you've seen, right? So we're gonna bring that 8 over to your third category. Okay. For me, for scare factor, yeah, I gotta go a little bit higher than a 4. I'm gonna go a 6. I'm gonna go at 6, man, because like when he's coming after you, man, that's pretty intense. If you're on the list, Sarah, how about you? What would you give the Headless Horseman?
Yeah, I don't think he's scary. Again, there's so many Headless Horseman movies, and I know they're not all like part of the same universe, but like
Right.
There's children's cartoons, there's like fun Halloween movies, there's like tons. So I don't know. Yeah, I kind of have to agree with Coriander and go 4.
Okay. All right. Steven, how about you?
I'll go 5.
Okay. All right. Okay. And JT, how about you?
Yeah, the only time he's scary is if you play keep away from with his head. You don't like that shit. Toss it back and forth. You
That's
can't
a good
get
point.
it. But 6. I give him a 6 because the whole horse and the whole how menacing, and you hear it's just the hooves of the horse running. It just, if you're that time, would be completely creepy.
Yeah.
The tell, the tell.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. All right. Okay. So we got a 6 down for you. Okay. Real quick too in the chat, just to catch up with these guys a little bit. Russell said there's no scare factor, it's a laugh factor. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Rachel saying a fun little gothic horror, one of Burton's more fun ones. I agree. It was a really good film. Christopher Walken. Hey, Nathaniel. Nathaniel's in the chat saying creepy Walken. Yeah, he was. No doubt about that. Russell saying he's a big Christopher Walken fan. I am too.
Yeah, who's not, man?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm laughing at Neil.
Yeah. Neil,
I know.
Neil said, if I was in the woods and some dude with no head comes riding up on a horse with red eyes, I'd be a bit concerned. That's what I'm saying. It's like he is on a horse, so he's probably quicker than you, as far as running. So, yeah, that would be.
I've seen worse. Come on.
Oh God.
I've seen things that's scarier.
But like,
okay.
It's perspective here. Like in comparison to the Predator, are we really scared of the old Headless Horseman?
Good. Well, that's a good
little
point.
pumpkin.
Well, you gotta see, he has a sword and an axe too.
Yeah, he can throw
so
it.
It's like,
I mean, look, put it this way. We're just putting ourselves in the situation that he's been shown in the movie, whatever particular movie you've seen. So, it's not like I'm walking around with a bunch of weapons to defend myself. I'm just a person, and I might be on his list, and yeah, that'd be like, whew, I don't know. I would be a bit concerned.
I think we ought to probably be dead because we probably have headphones on, listen to music, whatever, and won't even hear him coming. So.
There you go. Yeah.
Probably right.
Maybe.
How'd you die? I don't know. I was just listening, some Taylor Swift, and here I am.
That's right. That's right. Nice. All right. Let's get. That's too funny. All right, JT, we're gonna spin for you next. Let's see what we get. For
Jack
you.
Ripner.
Oh wow.
Come on, be good to me, please.
Ooh, oh, you almost had it. I almost saw it at one of you. Frankenstein's monster, the creature. Old school, baby. All right, and I don't know how many Frankenstein movies you've seen, but there's
a lot,
tons of them. But what would you give for a franchise score?
So I'm going mostly Universal.
Yeah,
that's the one I usually lean to, and I will give it a strong, believe it or not, 9.
Ooh, okay.
Wow.
All right, we got a 9. Cool. All right. How about scare factor for the creature?
Seeing something that big, I think anybody would freak out because you just don't know. And he is a creation. So I'd give him an 8.
Okay. All right. And for your favorite film,
the
original favorite Frankenstein film, what would you give that for a score?
The Universal, with Frankenstein, Dracula, the Mummy. I'd give it a I give it an 8.
Okay. All right.
So him and the Monster Squad used that franchise set of monsters.
So it's like there's a lot of them. It's like there's Frankenstein, which I kind of liked.
Yeah.
You know, Robert De Niro's one, I know a lot of people didn't like, but it had its moments.
Yeah,
You
it had
had Van
moments.
Helsing, him and Van Helsing. It was good. So it's like, you kind of got to take care of Frankenstein when you talk about Frankenstein. You know, you really can't. It's almost like Jason and Freddy. You can't really screw him up.
But look how they portrayed him in, the Monster Squad. He was cute. He was sweet, especially to that little girl. It was like, aw.
But if you look at him, you don't know. It's like, oh, he's a monster.
No,
But
yeah, that's true. But he's in that movie. He's
Bride of
like,
Frankenstein.
I feel bad for him. He had it done to him. He didn't ask for it.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. And Rachel was saying that he's not the villain. He's saying the monster is not really a villain. He's just misunderstood. Very true. Very true. But we wanted to include, like, I definitely wanted to include the Universal monsters as well, because without them, we
wouldn't have ours.
We wouldn't, and and a lot of people don't think of it like that, but I do. And a lot of those movies are still fantastic. We're talking 70, 80, 90 years later. I mean, these movies are still
I think it's
really
the only black and white like horror films I probably will watch is the Universal Monsters.
Yeah. All right. So we've got your scores, JT, a 9, 8, and an 8. For me, scare factor, I agree with you. I'd give the monster I'd give him an 8. I'd give him an 8 as well. I would give an 8. How about you, Sarah?
I give him a 6.
Okay. All right. Steven, how about you?
I think 6 for me too. Yep.
Okay. And Coriander, how about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 6.
Okay. All right. Cool. We've got it. Real quick too in the chat, and these guys, Jason was saying Frankenstein was a movie during its time. People freaked out when seeing it, had a major effect on cinema. It's very true. It's very, very true. No doubt about that at all. And Nathaniel saying Son of Frankenstein is an underrated gem. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Some good
Frankenstein, man, and the Wolfman. Those are my two dudes.
Yep.
So when I hear, Guillermo del Toro doing a Frankenstein movie, I am completely pumped.
Right?
I can't wait, man. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Totally agree. Okay. All right. So I will be spinning the wheel next.
If you get Freddy, I'm gonna be pissed.
I know you would be, man.
If you don't do him right, I get Jason.
If I don't do him right, wait, come on, man. Oh my gosh. Oh, it almost landed on Jason. That would have been so funny, man.
Oh, that would have.
It would have been the right way to go. Okay, so we've got it was so close to Jason. I was like, people are gonna really think this is rigged. Sarah gets Ghostface, and I get Jason. All right, so we got the Blob. And I'm actually a really, really big fan of the old school one. I remember seeing that as a kid too. And obviously the 80s remake, I think is really good. I really enjoy that film so much. So for franchise score, they're fun movies, and I think both of them, made an impact on cinema as far as just what it did at the time. I would give a franchise score of 8. I would give a franchise score of 8. I really enjoyed both of those films, and I have both of them on physical media too. Scare factor, man. I mean, if something like that was really happening and I'm in the town and I'm trying to get away from the Blob, that would be pretty scary. I would probably say I'd give a 7 for the Blob. I'd give a 7. And my favorite film is it's tough. I'd probably say the remake is my favorite, because I've just seen that one so many times since I was a kid as well. I really enjoy it a lot. I would say I would also give that a 7. I would give that a 7. Okay. All right. Scare factor for you, Sarah. what would you give on a scale of 1 to 10?
So I have only seen the 80s one. I didn't see the earlier one. I would, give it like a 7.
Okay. All right. Very cool. Steven, how about you?
Oh, yeah, I think 7. I think 7's right for me too.
Okay. All right. Coriander, how about you?
Shit. Yeah, I guess I'll go 7. Yeah.
Okay. All right. JT, how about you?
I'm actually going to give it an 8 because I remember the scene when you see the people like suffocate,
Inside
like
of it.
push up against, and that always stuck with me. That one scene, so that's why I give it an 8.
Yeah, that scene is pretty. It is pretty hardcore, man.
Kind of reminds you of Nightmare, with the people in his chest, but it's like that's the one scene that sticks with me. It's like, imagine being in that.
Yep, absolutely. And real quick too, in the chat, Jean's heading out. Thank you so much for being here, Jean. Saying wish you all good night. All of you rock. I'll watch this tomorrow. This was a lot of fun. Thank you so much. We hope that you have a good night, and thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. Yeah. Neil says the Blob movies are good, but all you really need is a mop. Okay.
Oh no!
Wow.
And a freezer.
Yeah.
And a freezer.
Fire extinguisher or something.
There you go. Right.
Yep.
Oh man. Jason saying the scary factor for me would be an 8 because you're not only dealing with the Blob, but the government's army too. Great cinematic movie. Much respect. Yeah, it was a really good one. Yeah, it was a really good movie. Seriously, I really enjoyed it. Okay, all right. So let me just bring up what we have here so far for our scoring. That way, for you guys, if you've just jumped in or may not remember what we have for the scores, you guys can take a look at it as well. So here we are. So we have Ghostface, Pinhead, Norman Bates, Samara Morgan, Megan, the Predator, the Fly, the Headless Horseman, the Creature, and the Blob. And those are our scores. And those are some
Frankenstein's evil at the end of those numbers.
He is. You see that? That's crazy. Man, but there's some interesting numbers in here, though, man.
Yeah, and you have Pinhead in the same lineup.
Yeah, that's true. That's right. Yeah, it looks pretty interesting here so far. Yes. Okay. Just to catch up to these guys in the chat, Rachel saying it's an interesting lineup. It really is, and this is all by chance, by spinning the wheel. And again, for you guys in the chat, let us know what your scores are too. We can't get to everyone, but we'll try to get to as many of you guys as we can. And obviously, if you do a super chat or anything, it'll light up and we'll make sure we get to it. And also, you can add your score to it as well. Okay, so let's get rid of that. We've got our list.
Which is really weird that the Predator right now is the strongest one right now.
Isn't that crazy? Who would have thought?
That is. I would not have predicted that.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, it's true. Okay. We've got our list. We've got our wheel. And Sarah, we're going back to you. You're going to be going next. We're going to be spinning the wheel, seeing what comes up. All right. Here we go. Wow. Wow. Oh, wow. That was close, man. We got the strangers. The strangers.
Wow.
Sarah. And that obviously includes all three of them, all three strangers together as a group. What would you give the franchise score for the strangers 1 to 10?
7.
7. Okay.
7 feels right.
Yeah, that seems pretty good to me. A scare factor for the strangers. What would you give for the scare factor?
I am terrified of home invasions.
There
It's
you
like
go.
such a creepy thing. So
Mhm.
I would say they get an 8.
Ooh, wow. Okay, there we go. And how about the score of your favorite film in the franchise?
My favorite is the first. Pray at Night is really good. I think it's
It is
underrated,
truly
but it's not as
underrated.
good as the first.
Mhm.
And then this third one came out was I don't
Right.
want to get into it.
Ah,
So I would say, yeah, my favorite is the first, and I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
all right, so you give that a 7? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. For me, I would say scare factor, being in the situation that you're in, meaning that they invade your home. That is a really scary situation, and they were pretty brutal in the films. I have to agree. I think I would give I think I would give an 8 as well. I think I would give an 8 as well. Yeah. It's a scary situation. Okay, Steven, how about you? What would you give for a scare factor?
Yeah, the thing about home invasion movies that get to me is because your home is the one place you feel the safest and secure.
Right.
Anywhere else you go.
Mhm.
And it's like the one place that you think you are safe.
Mhm.
And to have that broken like that is horrifying
Mhm.
because there's nowhere to go.
That's right.
So I think it's a solid 8 for me as well.
Okay. All right. Coriander, how about you? What would you give for scare factor?
Oof. Yeah, I'd probably do 8 too.
Okay. All right, JT, how about you?
Yeah, home invasion. Man, I would die in the stupidest ways because I would act like I was blind and sing Stevie Wonder songs to see if they ever change their heart. And then I come from, how can you kill a blind person? You're not blind if you can see us. Well, I'd give it an 8.
All right. So
Yep.
we got 8 for the stream.
We can't kill him. He's blind.
That's right. Have mercy on him. All right. So that's some pretty good scores there. Okay. Let's see what we got going on in the chat. Rachel said, no, damn, so close. I would have loved to seen Candyman on the list. Absolutely. Well, guess what? And Jen says, I really hope Wishmaster is on the list. Well, guess what? If you send in a super chat, you can put them on the list.
That's
we
right.
will put them on the list. We're going to be going for just a little while longer. But if you send in a super chat, you can put your villain of choice on this list and give it a score. So
those are the rules.
Those are the rules. Absolutely. No doubt. Okay. All right. So we got the strangers done. Okay. And yeah, and so far it looks as though we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 villains done so far. It's pretty good. Absolutely. Yeah. Jason says, just introduce yourself and you are no longer strangers. There you go. I love that. Rachel saying the idea of someone coming into your home, making a safe place, a place of horror. Yikes. Yeah, I agree with that as well. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awful.
Down in the South, it's a little different because we have things go pew pew. So
that's
if you break your house, you might not make it out.
There you go.
Very good point.
If I get to my room, which I'm usually always in.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
Yeah,
and hey,
that's right.
Rachel just she's coming with a super chat. She says, you shouldn't have told me that. Candyman can't. I'm not gonna say it.
You're not like in front of a mirror.
I'm not gonna say it. So Rachel, we'll put Candyman on the list as well. And just let us know. So you have 10 for the franchise score, or do you mean just for the first movie? So let us know what you want to give for a franchise score, the scare factor, and also the score of your favorite movie. And then we'll have that down. And for me, and we're going to give our scare factor numbers as well. For me, I would say Candyman's got to be like a 9. You know, that's just a scary situation to be haunted by him. So I would definitely say a 9 for me. Sarah, how about you? What would you give Candyman?
Yeah, 9.
Okay. All right. Steven, how about you?
Scare factor for Candyman. I mean, look, if I say it, it's my own darn fault. So you know what? So the scare factor for me is about a 5 actually.
Oh,
Because I'm not gonna do it.
but let's say hold on, but let's say you do it, because he's got to be a part of the equation.
Yeah,
so,
you're right.
So if he is out and about and he's he's haunting you or what have you, what would you give him?
Well, that does change things. Okay, I'll go up a couple of numbers if he's actually after me. That would be pretty scary.
Because we trick you. We would trick you. It's like, come on, just say thoughts. There's no mirror, and I'll be holding the mirror. It's like, got you.
Got me. Thanks a lot, JT.
I want to see this dude.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. So what'd you want to give him for a scare factor, Steven?
For me, it's the 7.
A 7. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Coriander, how about you?
I mean, he's got that voice, you know, and he can like.
Bro, just tell me what the scare factor number is, man. Come on. He's coming after you as a ghost haunting you. What do we got?
Yeah, I'll say 7.
Okay. All right. JT, how about you?
Definitely a 9. He is terrifying, and like I said, he never gets enough love. The hook, even the voice, how tall he is, you know, it's just the mythology of him. It's just it's scary.
Yep, absolutely. All right. Very cool. And Rachel, first of all, thank you also for the super chat and putting Candyman on the board. She says that she's going to go 9 for the franchise, 10 for the scare factor, and 10 for the favorite movie. Okay. All right. 10 for the seductiveness. Okay. That is not a category.
Hey, that's what I was talking about.
We got another 10 though. Holy crap. Wow. Okay.
Rachel, this may be the first time ever that we disagree. You gave the overall franchise a 9. Did you see 2 and 3?
Well, hey, you know, it is.
Rachel
what it
and I
is.
usually are like locked in exactly. I think this is the first time we've ever disagreed.
Yeah, there you go. Well, look, let's do this too. Let's do a super chat clip for Sarah. I'm sorry, for Rachel. And we do appreciate you putting Candyman on the board and so forth. That really, you know, because we may not have gotten to him. He is on the list, or I should say is on the wheel. So who knows? Hopefully we would have gotten to him, but I don't know if we would have gotten to him tonight. But anyways, let's do a clip for you. And, you know, sometimes even those that we look up to may not be as super as we would have thought they are. And it might go like this.
Hi, I shit in a sock. Later, losers.
Wow. Oh my word.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to hell.
Wow, that's just wrong.
As soon as that song dropped down, I'm like, oh, he used it.
Yeah. Oh, all right. That was good. Thank you so much.
Shit, the sock.
Oh, God.
Later,
man.
losers.
Yeah, I know. All right. And we also have Jen coming in with a super chat as well, saying Wishmaster. She wants Wishmaster on the list. Okay, well, let's do Wishmaster here as well.
Love that movie.
And so we've got for franchise, we got 9, and she says the scare factor is 8. And how many Wishmaster movies are there?
There's several, but the first one is really to me the crown jewel.
That's the one I usually watch the most.
Right. Mm-hmm. And Jen, let us know what you want to give for your third score, which would be your favorite film in the franchise. Or if the first one is the only one you've seen, then we would obviously just do another 9. But just let us know, just so I can make sure that we got the correct scoring for you. For me, I agree. Scare factor is pretty high, man. He was pretty terrifying. I would also go an 8 for the scare factor. Sarah, how about you? What would you give the Wishmaster?
I've only seen it once,
and
I've only seen the first one, and that villain did not leave an impression on me. Like, I'm gonna have to give it like a 5.
Ooh,
I'm sorry, I know that sounds unfair to people who love it, but yeah, I've only seen it once, and it didn't leave an impression, so I can't really be scared of him.
Okay, all right. Steven, how about you?
Oh, the Djinn.
I know, man. He's like magical.
Djinn. He is.
He can snap his fingers and you're gone.
And you're gone like that. And and everything he says is twisted.
Right.
And it's like, oh my gosh. He's at 8. 8 for me, easy.
Okay. All right. Coriander, how about you?
I've only seen the movie once also. But yeah, he is a little devious thing. He does twist things, and I'm gonna say a 7.
Okay. All right. JT, how about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna give him probably a 7, even though he has like penis dreads.
Damn.
But it is like a genie, and it's like, it's like when you do those kind of powers, like, man, this is what would happen to Aladdin if it went horribly
That's
wrong.
Right.
But I'd say a 7. The first one, the other two's, no.
All right. Okay. And Jen, just let us know what you want to give to your third score, which would be your favorite movie in the franchise, what that score would be, 1 to 9. But thank you so much for the super chat, and we've got the Wishmaster on the list now, so that's really, really cool. Sarah, thank you for putting the link in here again for Steven's Patreon.
Wow.
Very, very cool. And again, guys, if you would like to help support Steven's Patreon, has been reignited to help keep his channel going and going strong, because memberships have been stopped. We really appreciate it. And also, if you do, like we had Neil earlier, you'd get 5 entries into our giveaway. And we've got a couple of awesome prizes, including JT with his Michael Myers figure, which looks awesome. It looks absolutely awesome. Steven, did you want to, kind of let folks know a little bit about the Patreon being reignited? Anything that you wanted to share with folks?
Sure. I can just give you guys a real short synopsis. So as Knight alluded to, and Val and Sarah in the chat, my channel right now, and I'm not going to say anything to get Knight in trouble on a live stream, but let's just say that there's a lot of issues going on with YouTube that, frankly, they're not fair, but that's my battle to fight. But what's happened is I've lost my membership. I've lost all monetization of ads, super chats, everything's gone. And it's going to be months before I can get it back. I'm talking end of the year, like November. So I won't get into the details now, but the reason that since Knight asked me, I just want to give you guys a little bit behind the curtain and how much it means to me that my good friend Knight and Coriander and on their channel are are even doing this, which they didn't have to. And I didn't ask. And said we want to do this, and it's so touching, and I appreciate it. So because I called it a crush. It is a crushing blow. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. So it really impacts a lot of things. So if any of you have it in your heart, and I'm not begging, I'm not pleading, but I started this Patreon because I figured at least it's a way for those who do want to support the channel, who were maybe former members. This is a way you can still be a member. And I added another level. I added new perks that I didn't have on channel memberships. So you'll see different things there. Check it out. So there's like 5 levels you can pick from, I think is where I'm at. Yeah, 5. So anyway, if it's in your heart to support my channel, as Night has been sharing, then I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Because anything I can do to try to recover any of that, what's going to be lost for a very long time, will be huge for my channel and a huge impact on things. So Coriander Night, I want to say thank you again for being so generous as my friends to even bring this up to people and give that opportunity. That's huge for me. And I'm going to work it out with YouTube. I'm battling with them. All I'm going to say was I didn't do anything wrong. And I know that's what everybody says, but I can actually tell you Night knows the story. Yes. It really was not my fault. And that's the hardest part. Yeah. But you know what? We're going to recover. We do life together. And I thank everyone who's already joined it. It's really. Oh, thank you, JT.
Yep. And we will as well. Yep.
I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And seriously, I just want to say thanks to everyone in the community and who is trying to help me recover for the next few months till I get my channel back to monetization. But you know what? It's not going to stop me from doing content. I'm not letting that stop me. So I'm back. I'm back, guys. Slowly but surely. So videos are out. Live streams are coming. In fact, Night, I'm even interviewing a Dream Warrior on Monday.
Yeah, you are. With a Dream Warrior. Okay, let me
sing it. No, don't sing it. Don't sing it. Don't do it.
Sarah's like, cut.
Okay, that's enough.
Hey, look, Sarah's like, I don't want to be helping both of you guys get out of this situation at the same time.
We'll have both of our Patreons side by side.
I don't need to make another montage.
Exactly, Sarah. Oh my gosh. And by the way, I just want to say, and I know we don't have it to show because we can't. We'll get in trouble. But Sarah made an incredible video. And I know, guys, I don't know, JT, if it's on my Instagram.
Yeah.
Actually, I just remember. You can see it on Instagram. And the last thing I'm going to say on this night is, and I mentioned it earlier. It's funny how things happen. Well, it's not funny. I believe it's completely ordained to happen at the right time. The time sometimes when you need something, when you need a cold, when you're really thirsty and you get a cold drink, and it's like, you know what, I needed that. And Sarah sent me this amazing video. It's on my Instagram. I encourage you to watch it. As everyone's a member of our communities together, share it. You guys, it's touching, it's moving. And she put a lot of work into it to make that happen. I was blown away, the editing, all the clips. So if you have a chance to go check it out, I just want to promote her video because she did such a good job. It was very touching to me. And when I watched that, and when I still watch it, it just is like it's like that cool drink of water in my soul. So, you did amazing. Thank you, and again, Coriander and Night, and for doing this for me. You have no idea what it means to me, and I appreciate it. And JT, thank you for joining. We got to make sure JT gets his five. What you call it? Oh, JT, dude, thank you, brother. I just saw you became a Craven Cup member. Thank you so much, man.
I was a Craven Cup member on YouTube until they dicked you. But you got to tell me that story because
that's why I say we got to talk. We're going to talk offline.
Because I'm hearing bullshit. YouTube is doing some stupid shit. And, I was actually thinking about, should I stay around YouTube or should I go like Twitch or just put my stuff on a Patreon, because it's like, they're doing some shady stuff to a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's happened to a lot of people. And I mean, and Night knows all about it. It's it's a lot.
Especially 30%, I think is stupid.
It is.
When you mostly do the content, you edit, you write.
Yep.
Right.
So you do the majority of work. They just give you a platform. I think it's.
Yep.
We'll just stop there.
It's like, we'll stop there.
We'll stop there.
But,
yeah.
Stop there.
But anyway, that's all I'll say, guys. Thank you. A blanket huge thank you from my heart. I love y'all, and thank you for showing up. That you have no idea, because as a content creator, everyone here, you can't help but get a little paranoid when you haven't been online in 5 weeks. You got a YouTube channel. That's usually not very good for the community and for me, honestly, to not be with you guys. But the response has been great. So thank y'all. I love you. And just know that you make a difference. You matter. You make an impact. Whether you send a message, a chat, join the Patreon, whatever it is, all those things add up and make a huge difference when someone like myself has been in a rut and been in a rough spot and I'm clawing out. You guys have helped me claw out. So thank y'all. I love you. Seriously.
Love you too, man. I mean, this is what makes what we do, to me, like just so special, because we sit here and we're talking about movies and we have fun with that and so forth, but we've actually gotten to be very close with each other and spending time with each other on a weekly basis, sometimes multiple times a week. And like you said, Stephen, whether it's messages or text messages or phone calls or emails or whatever, we're all in constant contact, and that's been something that has grown over the course of the time that we've all spent with each other. So it's really special. And for you guys in the live chat, a lot of you guys that are here with us, stream in and stream out, whether it's on Steven's channel or JT's or whoever's, and it's great to see you guys. It's a real friendship and community and family that we have, and it's very special.
Very special. Really, and I got a shout out to Sarah, who just became a Patreon. Remember, thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much.
Very cool. We are going to put Sarah down for 5 entries. Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice.
Very cool. And also just to say for you guys that have been so generous tonight, like I said, Jason has I think 5 entries. Rachel has 2. Jen has an entry. So you guys also are in the drawing as well. Yeah, very cool. Okay. All right. Let me catch up to you guys in the chat. We do have Jason coming in again with a $5 super chat. So he gets another entry as well. Saying Rachel from the Knitting Needles Murders now on Netflix. So amazing having Craven back tonight. Play the mouth clip. Okay. I will make sure to play that for you, Jason. Give me 1 quick minute. But thank you so much for that. And I'm going to make sure to put you down for another entry for our giveaways as well. And so we appreciate you for that as well. And I know I saw a couple others. We got Neil also coming in with a $20 super chat, man. Thank you so much. We appreciate that, man. Seriously. Very kind of you, very generous, saying, go ahead and put my boy up there. Okay, so he wants Leatherface up there. Okay, we'll do that for you, man. He didn't even call him by name. He said, put my boy up there. OG. Now, wait a minute. You can't give the OG a 15. We can give it a 10. Score 9. The franchise 7. Okay, man. All right, we'll do that. Very cool. Oh, my gosh. All right, so let's do this real quick, just so I can keep everything together here. We're going to do a super chat clip Jason called it out, so we're gonna play that for you, Jason, and also for you, Neil. And you know, I think I still have that one, and it looks like this. Here we go.
Don't worry about your neighbor, cause your neighbor ain't worried about you. Oh, hold on. Sing something, y'all. Sing. That's it. They gonna sing something for y'all. Jesus, I thought I had polygrip on these. Y'all sing. How your teeth feel out.
There we go. There we go. Very cool. Very cool. Oh man. All right, Neil. So we're gonna put Leatherface up here, and Steven, you're saying that we got Rachel and Val that just joined in.
Val just joined the Patreon.
Okay, so
Thank
we're gonna
y'all
put
so much.
Yeah, we're gonna put Rachel down for another 5 entries. So Rachel's already got about 9 entries here. Wow. All right.
Wow. And Jason Dyer as well. Sorry, and that just happened right now.
Okay.
Jason Dyer just joined.
Okay. So
Val right now, she has the record on gifts.
She does.
That I made.
She does.
So
I think she has the record on tickets bought.
She does.
More entries, higher chance to win.
That's right. That's what it is. Val
true.
is the living proof. She showed me her collection, everything lined up. It looks awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. All right. So we've got Rachel down, we've got Val, and also Jason Dyer. Thank you guys so much for doing that and helping out Steven with his Patreon. It's very, very cool. And we appreciate it. We really, really do.
So much. Thank you guys.
Absolutely. I'm really glad that you guys are coming in and helping out our good friend here, because again, we know exactly what it's like to be in this situation. And you know, Steven would never say this, but you truly feel like you're in a hole. You really do. And no matter how much people say, you know, it's okay, and you know, keep pushing, and that's great, but the truth of the matter is that, you know, it really puts you in a really tough position as a content creator. So thank you guys so much for being kind and generous like that, helping out our good friend Steven.
Oh, thank you so much, everybody, and thank you, Night.
Yeah, man.
Coriander, both of y'all.
You don't have to thank us at all, man.
Right?
Not at all. Okay, so our good buddy Neil wants us to talk about Leatherface. Okay, so I'll start off with the scare factor. I think that, I would say scare factor, and I've seen all of the movies, so I'm looking at all the movies, kind of giving an average, and there's a couple of entries where I think, you know, I could have outsmarted him pretty well, including TCM2. I would give scare factor, I would say a 7. I would say a 7. You know, because Leatherface isn't like, he's not coming after you like a regular slasher. You know, you're going into a situation, and then possibly like in 2, you might be able to do some psychological stuff. You never know. So I'm gonna go with a 7. Sarah, how about you? What would you give for a scare factor for Leatherface?
I would give him an 8.
Okay.
I do not want to be like chopped up, hung up in a barn, and then like subsequently probably eaten. Like, no, thank you.
Okay. All right. Steven, how about you?
Scare factor for Leatherface, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta tell you, that original one is so gritty.
Yeah.
And just the way it's filmed, it's a horrifying movie. It's awful. And when he's running with that chainsaw, he is completely insane.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's pretty darn scary. I felt Sally Hardesty's fear in that movie. And so I'm going to put scare factor, even though, like you say, he's probably beatable in different ways, but I don't care. That's terrifying. I'm going to give him a 7 for sure.
Okay. All right. Coriander, how about you?
Well, you know, I was probably thinking like an 8.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I almost did 8.
Yeah, JT, how about you?
Yes, 2 movies that I think he's scary. The first one and the remake.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to agree with Steven and Knight. Yeah, he's a strong 7.
Okay. All right. So we've got that down. And again, Neil, thank you so much for the super chat and just always being so supportive, and obviously also joining Steven's Patreon tonight, which is the real important thing that we wanted to get across tonight. So thank you so much, brother. We appreciate that. And I want to make sure that I get the scores right here. So the franchise gets 7. The scare factor is 9, and you're going to give the OG the 10 is as high as you can go.
Yeah, because if you let him have 15, if I get Freddy, he's getting like an 88 or 84 of the year it came out.
So Neil, hopefully that is correct. So we got the scare factor at 9. The OG TCM is going to get the highest score of 10, and you're giving the franchise a score of 7. Okay.
Or he missed the period and he just said 1.5. You could be smart ass.
Oh no, that's horrible. That would be
for the OG. What?
That would be horrible, man. Oh my god. Okay, all right. Thank you so much, man. We appreciate that. Let me just hey, look in the chat. Someone said, "Who you talking about?" Neil was like, "They know." That's his number 1 horror movie, man. We love you, man. Ginger Ninja coming in saying, "Much love to Craving Something Scary." Absolutely.
Thank you, Ginger Ninja. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah. And Nathaniel, yeah, we definitely have a fantastic relationship here. You know, Steven's a number 1, as they said in Escape from New York.
Oh yeah. No, I was gonna say nothing. Go ahead.
I said brothers.
Yeah, man. I was gonna say there's nothing seemingly about it, man. It's 100% correct, and yeah, just really, really blessed.
Same here, man. Same here. We say it all the time. We say it all the time. And also, speaking of which, we also got the message from Steven saying that Troy has joined the Patreon. So Troy, you're also going to get 5 entries into the giveaway. Very cool. Thank you so much, Troy. We appreciate you. Yep.
Yeah, we got Michael. You never know what else I might do. I mean, I do have a Jason that I need to paint, and it's
there you go.
Huge. So you never know. Just
show up and be surprised, right?
Yeah. You never know.
That's the beauty of this, man. We've had a couple times when we were doing our giveaways and we thought we'd have 2 giveaways and we got 5. You know, it's like, you know, we just had stuff we wanted to give away. It was great. You know,
it was.
It's awesome stuff. Okay, so now that we've got Leatherface there as well, we've got pretty, a lot of our OGs here. You know, the big guns. So let's go to our next spin. We got a couple more spins we're going to do, and then we're going to.
This is so fun.
It is. Well, I like it because we don't know who we're going to get. You know what I mean? And
exactly.
I think that makes it really, really fun. Okay. All right. So, Steven, you're up next.
Okay.
And let's get the wheel up here and spin it and see who we get.
All right.
All right. Here we go. You never know.
Never know. Give me something good.
I hope so, bro. I guarantee nothing.
Come on. What is it?
What is it? Oh, man, it's gonna go. Oh,
Annie Wilkes.
Nice.
You almost got Patrick Bateman there.
I wish I'd have gotten Patrick Bateman.
I know. That's why it was like a millimeter. It was a millimeter from it.
Okay. Annie, now we're talking Misery, right?
That's right. We're talking about Misery.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. All right, Knight, hit me with the categories, please. One more time.
All right. So for franchise score from 1 to 10, and also this is actually the greatest example because with Annie Wilkes, we can also include streaming if someone has seen what is it, Castle Rock? I think she was in.
Oh, I haven't seen that, but I've been tempted to watch it.
I've heard so many good things about it. I haven't seen it yet either, and I've been beating myself up about it. But we could include those types of things as well if it's applicable. So, but for franchise score, meaning, you know, whatever movies or media that you've seen of the character, what would you give to Annie Wilkes 1 to 10?
Oh man, what a movie! Oh my gosh. I only saw the one that came out in whatever the 90s or whatever it was, 80s, 90s. That movie, I would rank it. It's a solid 8 in my book.
Okay. All right. And how about scare factor?
Oh man, the thought of being taken captive is terrifying, and being completely vulnerable to someone who is completely insane, essentially.
That's right.
That's terrifying. So, fear factor for Annie and not knowing what she's going to do. I'm going to put it, I mean, look, if you're in that house, you're going to be scared, tied up. I'll go, it's maybe a little bit high for some people, but I'm going to give her an 8 because the thought of just laying there tied up and you can't do anything. And here comes a freaking sledgehammer or whatever. I mean, come on, man. Seriously.
Like the way you said it. Here comes a sledgehammer. Not to be confused with the show.
That's right. Bingo. Bingo.
All right. So how about, and so I guess for the favorite score, we'll just carry over your 8. So she got all 8s there. Very cool. All right. We got 8s. We got 8s. For me, yeah, this is interesting because I think that if you're in that situation, it's definitely a tough situation to be in. You know, if you're captive with a crazy person, like an Annie Wilkes, who's a killer, I think I would go, oh, yeah. I mean, if you're in that situation, that's tough. I think I would go 7. I think I would go 7. That's what I'm going to go with. Sarah, how about you for Annie Wilkes?
Yeah. See, I was going to even go as low as 6, but like I have to picture like I'm the one strapped down here about to get my ankles smashed.
Right.
Not, yeah. I'll go 7.
Okay. All right. Coriander, how about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna do 7 also.
Okay. JT, how about you?
I am going to shock you all because see, the thing with her, she don't think she's doing anything wrong. She's a fan and everything's just normal. I'm giving her a 9.
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, it's like when you have a fan that do that and just loves something so much, because we all love horror. Look at her. But she takes it to the extreme, you know? So, yeah, I'd give Anne a 9 on the scare factor.
Okay. All right. Wow. Very, very cool. Okay. Let me jump to the chat real quick and see what you guys are saying. And I think Rachel had said she has not seen it. A shameful confession. I still have not seen Misery.
That's insane.
Rachel, I only saw it for the first time this year.
Hey.
Yeah.
It's never too late, man.
Yep. Hey, we had some fun, man. We had some fun. Ginger Ninja saying Castle Rock rocks. Yes.
I like Fraggle Rock.
Fraggle Rock.
Fraggle
God,
Rock.
man. You're too funny. Jason's saying my ankles hurt when I hear that name. Oh my God. Yeah.
And she just broke his ankles like she was
I know.
like it was nothing.
Yeah.
Yep. Like it was just a regular Tuesday morning.
It's definitely like a Norman Bates film. I feel like, like if they was two hooked up and had a kid, Jesus, there's Patrick. There you go, Patrick Bateman. That's how he's born.
Right?
Sounds about right.
Neil saying, do you know how hard it is to watch a live stream on your phone while you're fighting a kitten?
Oh no.
Oh,
Fluffy, down.
That's right. Yes. Troy saying fear factor is a 5 because she's only really scary if you're in his shoes. Yes, you would be in his shoes because that's how she's portrayed in the movie. If he was healthy, he'd take her out easy. The movie is a 10 for me though. Yeah. No, we're putting ourselves in, because otherwise you just would never be a captive of hers. You just run away or take her out. So we got to be in the situation, just to let you guys know. That's how it's the best way to give an actual score for it. And Sarah, thank you so much for putting the link back up for the Patreon. Thank you. We appreciate that. So again, guys, if you're just coming in, if you would like to help support Steven's channel as he's reignited his Patreon to help keep the channel growing and alive and well, click the link, become part of his Patreon. And if you do so, you will get 5 entries, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 entries into our giveaways that we have, which includes JT and his amazing work with Michael Myers, and who knows, maybe something else too.
Maybe something else.
Yeah.
You got to show up.
Also, I have not checked the likes this entire evening, and I was pleasantly surprised that we had 35.
Woohoo! All right.
Rock on.
Very
I'll tell you
cool.
what about Annie Wilkes. She didn't just kidnap anybody. It's Sonny Corleone from The Godfather. Bad dude.
That's right.
And kept him kept him hostage and broke his ankle. So it's like, this ain't just no somebody. This is.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right. You got it right. Okay. All right. Coriander, let's get ready to spin the wheel for you.
Okay.
And see who we get. All right. Here we go. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's funny.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yes.
That is amazing.
That's bullshit.
This is good score low.
Oh, wow.
This is bullshit.
Meant to be.
It was meant.
That wheel is dipped, man.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, sweet goodness.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
needed
sweet
that.
goodness.
I needed
listen,
that.
Blair Witch.
Wow.
That's funny.
Of all people to get it. All right, so listen.
Oh,
Listen.
man.
Neil said, wow.
That is a wow.
Wow. And we got Unstable in the chat too. Victor might be on here, but again, if you guys, and we're only going to spend a couple more times if that, but if you guys want to put a villain on the list, then if you send a super chat in, we'll do that. We've got about 13 that we've done so far. I think this is the 14th. Okay. So Coriander, let's go through this. Now, franchise score, obviously, you've only seen the 2 movies, right?
Yes.
Okay, so franchise score from 1 to 10, and let's be serious though. Don't say 0.
Dude.
Be serious.
Dude, I'm gonna be as serious
because
as
you
I'm gonna
did
be.
like the second one. So I'm being for real. Make it easy for me. Let's be serious. What do you want to give from 1 to 10 for franchise score?
2.
Wow.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You liked the second one. So
yeah, I'm giving.
should at
I'm
least be
lucky
like
I got a 2. Nope.
So each film got pretty much a point.
Wow.
Come on, man. Be serious. I want to make this.
It's
I want to make this to
2.
really be. I want this to really be a good list. Seriously,
Dude,
you liked the
it's a
second one, so
2.
how could it be a 2?
Because it's all right, 3. You're not getting any higher than a friggin' 3.
All right. Okay. I might override this later on. What do you want to give for a scare
Not.
factor?
A 1.
Oh, no. Dude.
All right. And what do you want to give? Well, so obviously the second movie is the one that you like. So what would you give the second movie from 1 to 10?
3.
Okay. All right. All right. For scare factor, okay, so if you're in a situation where you've got witchcraft going on, you're in the woods, you don't know where you're at, where you can get out and so forth, I would say I would go with a 5. I'd go with a 5. How about you, Sarah?
I'll go 4.
Okay.
Yeah, 4.
All right. Okay, Steven, how about you?
Considering both movies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or however many that you've seen. It's all about how many you've seen.
Well, I've seen the first 2.
Okay.
You know, I'm gonna go a little bit higher because I thought it was real when I watched it. I believed everything I was seeing on the screen. So I'm gonna go fear factor in that scenario with those people and the way that Blair Witch ends in that house when that dude just hit the corner, remember?
Right.
And just standing there at the wall, and then the camera hits the ground. Dude, I'm gonna go 7. I really am.
Okay.
I know.
Well,
Corey
yeah.
Ander's like, what? But I am.
Well, she's giving those numbers because she doesn't like the movie, and that's actually not fair. But I'll fix that.
You won't fix that because that's Jip. You can't do that. That's bullshit.
But if you're all right, let me just say something. But if you're in that situation and you're being haunted by a witch in a place where you're lost, you're telling me that it's only a 1 for a scare factor. You don't know how you can get out. You're lost, no food,
dude.
And it's
I think I'm a survivor. I could, I'm not too scared of,
Okay. All right.
I'm thinking of like real life shit. I've survived worse shit than a fucking fake witch. So,
but it's a real witch.
Saying.
It's not fake. It's real.
Blair Witch is not real.
No, I'm saying if you're in the situation,
stop
making this more difficult than it is.
No, I'm sorry. Okay. It is not scary. No.
All right, JT, how about you?
Yeah, the end when he's facing the corner and she just got that blood awful scream.
Yeah,
she knows. I give it a 7. I mean, that's the only one. The second one, I think I fell asleep during it, so I based mine off the first one.
Okay,
and I thought it was real. The PR was unbelievable.
Well, a lot of people did.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
totally thought it was real. Everybody in my theater, I know, thought it was real. It was like a funeral march leaving that theater. When there was nobody talking, it was like it was creepy.
I believe it, man. I believe it. Because a lot of people thought it was real. They really did. Yeah. All right.
Oh my god.
Ginger Ninja saying,
you gotta stop and let's move on because you're cracking me up.
Why? Because I said a lot of people thought it was real.
A lot of people did.
I did.
A lot of people did.
Oh my god. Okay.
And that movie made a ton of money.
Oh my gosh.
It did.
Yes, it did.
It did. It really, really did. Okay. All right. JT, we're going to go to you next. All right. Here we go. We're spinning.
Come on.
Freddy.
What if it did, man? That'd be so funny.
1 or 2.
It would be amazing.
Oh my God.
What is
it? It was so close to Freddy.
Oh, was it?
It was.
Oh, dang.
It was so close to Freddy. Oh my goodness. That would have been so funny. Wow. All right. So we've got the Nun. Valak. Okay. Franchise score 1 to 10, JT. What do you give it?
Are we also... I seen the first one. I didn't see the second one because I don't really do spinoffs. But I'm looking at The Conjuring 2 for her.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely going to give it an 8 for sure.
Okay. We got an 8. Okay. How
if
about...
there wasn't side movies, I'd probably scored a lot higher than that. But I hate when they do spinoffs.
Okay. All right. How about scare factor?
Oh, a strong 8, because especially like the painting, honing the painting and everything, and all that. Yeah.
All right. And how about your score for your favorite movie in the franchise or favorite appearance by her?
We're going to carry over the 8. It's going to be The Conjuring 2. I mean, that's what I like the most.
Okay. All right. For me, for the scare factor, again, when you're talking about something supernatural, I mean, that's pretty scary. So I got to agree. I'd go with an 8 for scare factor for the Nun. Sarah, how about you?
So we have reached a situation where I have not seen any of those movies. I have only seen the first Conjuring, and I believe she only shows up in like 2, and then
That's right.
Yeah, so I've never seen her other than like trailers.
He's literally seen none.
Okay.
And it did not pique my interest enough to even want to watch them. So I don't know what to score her. Like, should I take an average of everyone else's, or should I just go?
Well, what we'll do is we'll take the lowest of ours. Since you haven't seen her, we won't have you score.
Yeah.
And what we'll do is we'll take the lowest score between the rest of us, between me, Steven, and Coriander.
Cool.
And then, that lowest number we'll have for you as well. Okay. Steven, how about you?
I'm also have to base it off Conjuring 2.
Yep.
We have not started the Nun series. So horror, creepy, terrifying, every adjective you can think of. It's an 8 for me.
Okay. All right. And Coriander, how about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna go 7.
7. Okay. Okay. So we'll add that 7 for you as well, Sarah. Okay. All right. Let's just jump back into the chat.
I can't believe it almost landed on Freddy.
You did. That was so close.
I'm like, keep going. Damn it.
Yep. Rachel saying also the way Valak not only uses and possesses other paranormal beings, they can also block Lorraine's sight, which is very impressive. Yeah, I mean, again, we're talking supernatural stuff, man. This is crazy. Yeah, definitely, no doubt. And Val's got the link again for Steven's Patreon. Not only do you get exclusive content, but you will get 5 entries into the drawing. And we've had multiple people join tonight, which has been so awesome to see.
Yes,
we really appreciate you guys being generous and kind and helping to support Steven.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, through this time, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Okay. Ginger Ninja says, how does the Nun get 7, but Blair Witch gets a 2, Coriander? Exactly. It's supernatural.
So no.
But it's not about the movie, man. We're talking about the character. We're talking about villain.
No, you didn't even what did you see? Nothing. You saw absolutely nothing but, you know what, these rune fucking sorry, Steven, these rune twigs that, you know.
You saw eyes and a tongue.
Wow.
Yeah. All I have to say is no.
Yeah. No. All right.
No.
So I'm gonna be spinning next. And let's see who I get. I think this might be the last one we do for tonight. I just saw how much time we've had.
Yeah, it's flown by.
It does. It really does, man. We've gone through a lot of villains, man. We've done 17.
Yeah. Goodness.
Oh, the Wolfman.
There you go.
Wolfman. All right. Very, very cool. Okay. Wow. I've seen a lot of films with the Wolfman. An OG character for sure. I really do love the original. I even really enjoy the Anthony Hopkins one. I mean, it's not great, and they screwed over Rick Baker with the practical effects, but some cool stuff in it. Benicio del Toro was awesome in it. I love Benicio del Toro. So I would say, franchise-wise, I would probably give the Wolfman. I would say a 7. I would say a 7 for the Wolfman. Scare factor. This is a situation where it could be, it could go either way, depending on where you're at when he's coming after you. I would say I'd probably go. This is tough. I'll say 7. I'll go 7 with the scare factor. And my favorite film is probably Well, yeah, it probably is the original. I used to watch that a lot as a kid too. I'll go with the original, and I'll go with an 8 for the OG. I'll go with an 8. Sarah, how about you? What would you give for a scare factor for the Wolfman?
I've only seen the Benicio del Toro one, so I'll go 6.
Okay, all right. Steven, how about you?
I'm in a weird spot on this one because I don't think I've seen any of the Wolfman movies.
Okay, all right.
Oh, we got to change that.
Yeah, that's true, man. That's true, man. I gotta admit, and this is a good segue too. Movies like The Wolfman and we talked about Frankenstein earlier, and obviously things like Dracula. A lot of those older movies, the Universal Monsters movies, man, some of those were just absolute gems. They really were. I mean, obviously horror from a different time, but great movies nonetheless, and that's why they're still being talked about decades and decades and decades later. And they've had the reach that they have. So, yeah, Steven, at some point we should check those out, man. That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll skip yours, and obviously our lowest score will be your score that you get. Coriander, how about you? What would you give the Wolfman for scare factor?
So y'all have to remember that Michael Landon was actually in a werewolf movie called I Was a Teenage Werewolf.
Mm-hmm.
And that was really good. But I am going to give the Wolfman, I'm going to say a 7.
Okay. All right. And JT, how about you?
Yeah, I really wished I was born when all the Universal Monsters was created, because the Wolfman, it really is the very first werewolf. And just imagine seeing like what am I looking at? Like wolf and a man. Scary. But yeah, he definitely deserves a 7.
Okay. Very, very cool. All right. Yeah, I think, and especially those older films, I mean, they definitely have a charm to them.
Yeah.
They really, really do. And, it's something that is just not, it just hasn't been duplicated. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's why those movies have lasted for so long. They really have. They're good. They're great movies. They really are.
The trailers didn't reveal that much.
No, that's right.
The Wolfman is like, what's that? And you just see him. I'm like, what's that? And that's it.
It's true, man. It's so true. All right. So, okay. So we've done 18 of these villains. I haven't updated all of them, but let me just pull up our list just to show you guys what we have so far. And I think this is going to be really interesting once we do the averages for these villains to see where they stand as far as a ranking of them all. So we've got a whole bunch of them. We've got Ghostface, Norman Bates, Pinhead, Samara, Megan, the Predator, Headless Horseman, The Fly, Frankenstein's Monster, The Strangers, Candyman, The Blob, Wishmaster, Leatherface, Annie Wilkes. We just did The Nun, Blair Witch, and The Wolfman as well. So it's 18 of them. And with these numbers, man, this is going to be interesting, and it's going to be close in a couple of spots too.
Yeah, I say when we get to Freddy, Michael, and Jason, it's going to be really, really interesting. But I mean, like, look at Frankenstein and Predator.
Look at Predator. 8999999.
Yeah, it's
wow.
Candyman 9 10 10 9 7 7 9, and it's like some people see Candyman as it's Candyman. So
it's crazy.
Yeah. So
that was fun. That was so fun.
Yeah, that was. It was really interesting to see how these numbers were going to play out. So I think it makes it interesting. to say
It
the least.
does. And this
really
is just
does.
part 1. I can't wait for next Saturday for part 2.
It's going to be really cool, man. Seriously. Yep.
Wow.
Absolutely. Jason saying wanted to say how great this live stream was. Content amazing. Panel was fantastic. Having our beautiful brother Craven back made my weekend. Love this channel and community. Well, thank you, Jason.
Thank you, Jason.
Yep. We absolutely enjoyed doing this and having Steven with us, kind of having the whole crew together. It was really cool.
So good.
Yeah. Yep.
And I just want to tell you, Knight, just so you know.
Yeah.
Because of y'all's generosity and helping spread the word, I gained 7 new patrons tonight. So
awesome.
Thank you guys.
Awesome. Thank you guys. Yeah. That's awesome.
Really responded, and that's incredible. So I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Seriously.
Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, we we know what this is like. And even if we didn't, it's just a tough spot to be put in. And for all of us as content creators, we put forth the energy to do what we do. And it's a hill that you're always climbing, and when these types of things happen, like I said, man, I know, brother, I'm telling you, I'm just glad that, we were able to have some of these fantastic people to step in and help out and hopefully, just turn that momentum back in your favor, even if it's just a little bit, man. Seriously.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm so grateful for everyone that had it on their heart to do that tonight, and grateful for you guys for helping me. And it just means more than you know. Trust me.
Yeah.
And it really does.
So you're welcome, man.
Love y'all, man. I love y'all so much. I mean that.
Love you too, man. Seriously. No doubt.
Yeah.
You have no idea how much I've missed hanging out with you guys.
Well, we missed you too, man.
Yeah.
We missed you too.
Definitely.
Hasn't been the same.
Yeah.
I've been naughty because you've been out. You keep me at bay.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great.
Man.
Have you seen the super chats he's been getting? That's me. Now your back's like, okay, the monster, we gotta keep the monsters at bay.
There you go. That's for sure. Man, because let me tell you, there are monsters lurking on YouTube.
There you go.
Let me tell you, I've learned that. I already knew it, but now I'm feeling it myself. So
that's right.
Just anyway, you guys
right.
are amazing. So this was great.
Well, I'm glad that it was good, man. I really am. And for all you guys that have been here, we appreciate all you guys. And Jason, thank you for thanking the mods. They're always amazing and just doing so much. We appreciate all the heart emojis from you guys as well. And hey, Paula, how's it going? Glad that you hung around with us. Yeah, we appreciate it a lot. So anyways, guys, definitely, if you haven't hit the like button, please do. Leave us some comments. Let us know what you think about the scores that we have tonight. We're definitely going to continue this. So keep your eye out. We're going to continue it on Steven's stream next Saturday. You guys will see that up. And
yes,
again, we have just an idea that we're going to be doing some special streams for the next several streams, next couple weeks, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We wanted to really kind of talk about these villains and the franchises and moments in the movies and stuff like that. So we hope that we see you guys next week here and also on Steven's stream and have some more fun together as a group. Yeah,
it's going to be great. I'll be setting that stream up tomorrow. So for any of you that are subscribed to my channel, hopefully all of you, hit the bell icon so that you'll get the notice and you can set a reminder so you don't miss our continuation. It's going to be amazing next Saturday. We got games planned, JT's generous giveaways, and the offer that Night is established. We're going to keep that rolling with with Patreon, 5 entries, super chats in, can't really do super chats, but next week. But we'll figure out something anyway.
We always do figure out something.
We always do. We get our brains together. and one of us cracks the nut open and we figure it out. So
that's right.
It'll be
Amen
good.
to
Just be
that.
there. It's gonna be good.
That's right, man. All right, guys. Well, we will catch you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out, and we hope you guys have a good rest of your Friday night. And as always, if you're watching this, if you're listening to this, you are the Night Watch. Peace.
Peace.
Good night. See ya.
Bye.